Welcome back, everyone. We are going to do the grand finale of this project, the Dragon Eye, whereas our final and end result will look like this. We are going to have some black construction paper, 3 by 3.5, and we're going to bust this open. And of course, before we get started with that, you must cut it out. Be careful, go slowly. Um, yeah, you don't want any mistakes to cut your skin because that can happen. So what we're going to do is just simply draw the dragon eye like from the previous projects that you have done in the past for some of you. And if not, well, thank you for joining me and drawing this with me. So we're going to first start with a slanted football shape for the dragon eye. As a matter of fact, let me remove this. We don't want to puncture any holes. And right there. Next. You can wing this if you want to. And you can draw the rest of the eye like a curved half circle. And the slit of the pupil. Afterwards, let's go ahead and do those scales. Now, they can be as small as you want this time. You can use any style you want. It can be different from the scales of the egg. As a matter of fact, you can do 2 styles and make it look even more interesting. So now we did some sad lines here. Let's do some smile lines to make the scales at the bottom. Yes, I have the tiniest Prismacolor pencil in the world. See, that's what happens when your daughter is an artist too. I have a daughter, she is 13, about to be 14 next month, February. And yeah, she is super, super talented. Alright. But she keeps taking all the materials. Oh man. Okay. And you're just gonna go all the way to the edge. Alright. No, you don't have to double line this. Totally unnecessary. Alright, the next step we're going to do is use a black Prisma coloring pencil and just color the pupil. And I'm going to go ahead and color the lines. You can color it halfway to give it this gradient look as far as the white outline, like that. Or you can just color it completely. I have to change my mind. Okay, next I'm going to use 2 colors for the pupil of the eye. Color side to side. Right along. Right there. And just a left and a right motion. You're going to do the same thing with your second color. And then along the parameter, you can use a dark third color or black. Just create more depth. It's up to you. And do a little blending because black is quite intense. And you can definitely color this black outline right there. Alright. I'm going to do a little bit of blending back and forth because, like I said, the black Prisma coloring pencils can be very intense. So I'm going in between and then moving on from here. Okay, so next I'm going to add a little bit more. And this time I'm going to just leave that top area white. That, and then right underneath that line I'm going to darken this with the black coloring pencil or a darker color depending on the color of your eye. I'm just going to create this gradient. Alright, kind of sultry. And then afterwards what you're going to do is color the center like this of your scale. just an oval, a circle, and then you just go in with a second color and color around it. Makes it pop. Now you can definitely get in there. We'll do some shading and some blending and shadows and just to give it more dimension. And I wanted to show you the final look here. There you have it. Now for gluing, later on we're going to use, let's see, glue sticks. Use a little dollop there for each corner, and you can use tacky glue, which is perfect. Regular Elmer's glue, it's a risk, but it's your choice, of course. Whatever you have that works. Now to puncture a hole, you're going to grab your felt, and then in the top middle, not the center, the top middle, what you're going to do is grab a ink pen, the one you was tracing with, and you're going to stab, not, well, don't say it literal for the kids because they will go for it, and just gently puncture a hole. Take your time, and then you do want to go all the way through slowly. Hold the top for security, and there you have it. Next, flip it over, and then you're going to grab your scissors and we're going to cut out this X marking. Now you can definitely flip it on this side too if that helps, but I just wanted you to see it better. So here I'm just snipping like a little cross, a little letter T. All right, wherever that's comfortable for you. Watch your hand where the edges are. Again, you can get that foil cut. It's the worst feeling. I cut myself before, so like last year, and it sucked. All right, now once you cut a letter X, excuse me, your T, you're gonna cut an X next. So you're gonna be angling your scissors this way. I would give it a little wiggle to give it that realistic torn paper appearance. So here. And then when you open the mouth of your scissors, you don't want it wide open, just little snippets. And here. Now, the peelings, some of it might bend in the direction where you're going. So you're going to flip this over on the back, and you can use a pencil, pen, or whatever you have, and just move that forward. Because you don't want to stick your hand in there. I mean, you can, but you're going to ask for it. Okay. And yes, that looks great. I'm going to do a little bit more snip right here. Make it a little wider, just a tiny bit. You don't want to go all the way to the edge. And then you're going to bend this backwards. Again, you can use a pencil or pen. And you're just going to curve that downward. You don't want to press it down flat. No, that's not cute. It's not going to look good. Now, if it's not bending backwards, it's because we need to cut some more. All right, don't cut a new line. Just cut along that corner right there just to open it up a little bit more. Okay. All right, oh, there we go. Now it's working. All right, I'm going to bend that in here. And I'm going to do a little more cutting. Again, you could use your pencil to bend that backwards to give it that curve. All right, so the next thing is to see if it fits. So you can see the eye, and boom, yes, you can see the eye. And what I like to do is just get some glue stick, but you want to get like a little, yes, I'm using my nails as a tool here, but in art, anything can be a tool. So using just a slither of that and place it in the corner of each. As you can see here. So get like a little tool to kind of scoop that up. Like I said, if you don't have tacky glue, I understand. If you're on a budget, I've been in situations like that before. All right. just give it a nice press, but be careful not to touch this. All right, and boom. There you have it. Now, if you have a piece of paper that's just doing this little peekaboo action right there, you just snip it off. And look at that. That looks so good. You do, again, warm, cool colors, color schemes is up to you, complimentary, you name it. This eye is bigger, but it still works. This one's smaller. I just want to show you that, you know, there's more than one way to do something, and you do want variations for the projects. They look amazing. You can place and mount this on black construction paper. Color paper is up to you. So thank you guys for stopping by viewing this. I want to get a special shout out to Facebook art teachers for inspiring me to do this video. This is my first video on social media. Thank you. I do appreciate the likes and requests for the video. It has definitely inspired me to actually do more videos. So if you like that, leave a comment in my blog or my art teachers. If you have made that request or have any questions, please let me know. Drop a comment question in my messenger. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you next time. Bye.